Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a family game night video. I do these because I think it's important that families be able to sit together and communicate. There's not enough of that. And we're in this forced quarantine, so we may as well talk about something. And, instead of being on your devices all the time. And what better way for a family to bond and communicate over than a tabletop role-playing game? You can sit around, have fun, eat some munchies, and enjoy the night. The name of this video is What the WereBear Wears. And if you're a gamer, you understand what a WereBear is. If you're not, it'll become clear. Years ago, I was running a game, and I was running it out at Cannon Air Force Base. What had happened was, I was in college at the time. I was taking a few classes, and one of my fellow students, her name was Debbie. She saw me with a D&D book, and she goes, "Hey, my family's been trying to get into that. My family and I. Would you mind teaching us?" I said, "Sure, I'd be glad to." And so they invited us out to their house out on Cannon Air Force Base to play this game, and I invited a few friends so we could get a decent group together, a little more, variety. And we went out and I ran a game for their family. Stu and Debbie had a couple of kids, Athena and Patrick. Athena was 10 and Patrick was 6. These kids were smart, they were funny, they were cute as hell. They were great, the whole family, great people, really great people. And the game was awesome. The game was very, very fun. At any time we had between 6 and 8 players, so, Anyway, during the game, the group had run into a woman who was hurt. And she needed help. And of course, being the good Samaritans that they were, they helped her out. They gave her some food, gave her some clothes to wear, that were more appropriate for the winter. They healed up her wounds. They did everything they could to help this woman. And of course, the next morning, or the next evening, I should say, it was discovered she was a lycanthrope, like a werewolf. Except this woman turned into a bear, a werebear. And she attacked the group, ended up eating 2 of the party members, and to add insult to injury, she escaped. So they tried to find her, they couldn't. 2 of the players had to make up new characters. It was a nasty go all the way around, and nobody was happy about that. So progress in the game probably another year or so in real time, and they're traveling through this underground fortress, and I forget what the mission was. It was something like they were trying to steal something back from a warlord or something. But anyway, this guy had an underground fortress, and they were making their way through it, trying to find this guy. And they ran into some living areas and eating areas, common areas, and they ran into what looked like an area where there were offices. And in one of the offices, there was an old man sitting at a desk, and he was writing stuff. And they stopped and they backed up and they all looked around. They kind of huddled together, and they were saying, "Oh, what did you do? I don't know. Do you think we should kill him? No, we need to question him. No, we need to capture him and then question him. No, we just kill him. He can't." Blah, 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 And they were debating this back and forth. And little 6-year-old Patrick is sitting there, and he had this concerned look on his face. And then his eyes got wide, and he got all excited, and he goes, "Don't trust him. Wear something." He was trying to say WereBear, but he couldn't remember what it was. So, being 6 years old, wear something. Everybody looked at him and kind of gave him a quizzical look, and he goes, "Well, I can't remember what it was." It was hilarious. Patrick was so funny. That was an awesome game. They ended up capturing the guy and questioning him and blah, blah, blah. But the point is, Patrick just made that game fun. Kids do that. Kids are wonderful, especially in games. If you have a family, a decent-sized family, and have a bunch of kids, get them into these games, man. You're going to have so much fun with them. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.